Picture this. You're driving down the road and you're going to the grocery store and your temperature light comes on. It's only 3 or 4 miles more to the store. You think, I can make it there and then call my brother from the parking lot. 2 miles down the road, you have to stop because steam is thinning out from under your hood and the engine is completely shut down. You have to call a tow truck just to get it off the road, and the next morning the shop owner calls and he has nothing but bad news for you. It's going to cost you at least $2,000 to repair the car because you warped the head by letting it overheat. Car care is absolutely essential to saving you money, and in this state economy, I think that that's all something that we can embrace. Today I'm going to talk about a few things that can help you save you money with your car, in the maintenance on your vehicle, what you can do in case of an emergency to minimize the damage to your car, and if you get in over your head, how to talk to a shop owner to, to get the best of service. Let's start with the maintenance. In your glove box, there's usually an owner's manual, and if there's not, you can look up online when you need to do maintenance on your car. We're going to go over a couple real quick. Oil changes you typically want to do between 3,000 and 5,000 miles, depending on your driving habits. Air filters you want to change if you live in the city, 12,000 miles. If you live on a dirt road, we can go more than 6 or 7. And fuel filters you generally want to change once a year. And I also want to go over an overview real quick of the engine compartment, because I know sometimes when we have to pop the hood on the road, it's kind of scary. You get overwhelmed by it. But here we have the oil cap, and this is my oil stick. If you have to check the oil, be sure that you let the motor cool for a few minutes and let the oil go back into the pan. Here I have my master cylinder, which holds the brake fluid. You check your brake fluid once a month or so. You can watch, and when it starts lowering, you know that you need to get new pads for your vehicle. This is the power steering fluid reservoir, and underneath you can't really see it on camera, but it's my coolant cap. Generally, it's in the passenger side corner of the vehicle, and it's pretty easy to find. If you have to check your coolant, be sure never to do it when the vehicle is hot because you can burn yourself from the steam venting out of it. Now let's talk about some things that you can do in case of emergency when you're on the vehicle. Certain things that constitute an emergency include strange noises that you hear all of a sudden. If you smell a smell that you think is not from the environment but is actually coming from your car, like a smoldering smell or a bad egg smell, anything like that. If your temperature light or your oil light comes on, you have to pull over absolutely right away because those things can damage your car in under 3 minutes if you continue to run at highway speeds. If your temperature light comes on, you can buy you some time by cranking the heat all the way in your vehicle and letting it blow inside. That'll draw some heat off the engine compartment, but still you need to get to the side of the road right away. Now let's talk about some things that you can do at the shop to feel more comfortable in case you need to go to someone else for your vehicle. A lot of people go to a shop and they're not even sure what kind of vehicle they have. They don't know what size motor it is. They say, well, I popped the hood and I looked at the oil thingy, and that doesn't tell your mechanic a lot, and it also tells your mechanic that you don't really know a lot and you haven't expended a lot of effort to figure out what's wrong with it. And if he thinks that, then he might even possibly take advantage of you. So when you go to a shop, you always want to come and know your vehicle information. You want to at least look under the hood, even if you have no idea, and be able to tell the mechanic everything you can about the problem. Tell him when it occurred, if it's a funny noise and it only occurs at a certain speed, tell him that. Particularly for funny noises, whether it's the motor or in the suspension, a lot of times you can ask to do a test drive with someone from the shop and go out with them. That way you can demonstrate what you're talking about. And that really sets a tone that you care about the vehicle, and it makes the people in the service department treat you with more respect. So in conclusion, car maintenance is the #1 thing that you can do for your vehicle to extend its life and save you a lot of money. It can also help you sell the vehicle for more money if you choose to sell it and you keep up with those maintenance records. If you, knowing how to react in an emergency can make keep a small repair from being a big repair. And if you go in with the right mindset into the shop, you'll have a lot better experience and you'll feel a lot more comfortable with the service that the shop gives you. Um, like I said, basic car care is something that can save you a lot of money. Your car's an investment, and most of us hope to have the car that we have for a long, long time. And I hope that this was helpful information. Thank you.